Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wa sallallahu ala nabil ummi bi rahmatika ya arhamar rahimin. With Allah's fadl and karam, we learn about an amazing family. And subhanallah, a Sahabiya radiallahu anha, whose children, whose husband were devoted to Allah's deen, like all the Sahaba kiram radiallahu anhum. And interestingly, she's the mother of a Sahabi, the wife of a Sahabi, and the sister of a Sahabi radiallahu anhum, and all were great, alhamdulillah. Her son was the first child to be born in Madina Munawwarah from the Medinan people. And this was a very great occasion, because when the Muslims migrated to Madina Munawwarah, the Jewish community started spreading rumors that they won't have children, trying to put fear and hurt in the hearts of the Muslims. And alhamdulillah, this child was the first of the children of the Ansar to be born in Madina Munawwarah. And let's remember him, Hazrat Nu'man bin Bashir radiallahu ta'ala anhu. From the children of the Muhajirin, it was Hazrat Abdullah ibn Zubayr radiallahu anhu, meaning the people from Makkah. From their children, the first child to be born, Hazrat Abdullah ibn Zubayr radiallahu anhu. From the people of Madina Munawwarah, An-Nu'man ibn Bashir radiallahu anhu. And then, interestingly, in Abyssinia, the first Sahabi to be born was Abdullah ibn Ja'far radiallahu anhu, because there was Sahaba in Abyssinia at the same time. And interestingly, Abdullah bin Ja'far and Abdullah ibn Zubayr's, both their mothers bear the same name. Abdullah bin Ja'far's mother was Asma bint Umais radiallahu anha, and Abdullah bin Zubayr's mother was Asma bint Abi Bakr radiallahu anhum. Back to this Sahabi and his mother, subhanallah. This was An-Nu'man bin Bashir, and his mother was none other than Amra bint Rawaha radiallahu anha. So Amra bint Rawaha bin Tha'laba al-Ansariya al-Khazrajiyya radiallahu anha. And interestingly, her brother was quite well known, a great Sahabi of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he was also a poet of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, wherein he would stand up and defend the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And he was none other than Abdullah ibn Rawaha radiallahu anhu. And this Sahabi, his poetry was so amazing in the praise of deen, in the praise of Allah and His Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and defending Allah's deen on so many occasions, to such an extent that at times Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam would repeat the words composed by Abdullah ibn Rawaha radiallahu anhu. Where Sahaba told him on one occasion, in front of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, "You're composing poetry." Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Oh, my Sahabi, leave him, because his words have a greater impact on the non-Muslim than even spears to their hearts." What this means is, Abdullah bin Rawaha is speaking the truth, and the non-Muslims are getting that message. So we learn from here, speaking the truth has a great impact. And just understand the status of poetry in the past. This had basically the status of something what we have today, like the news bulletin. Because when the famous poets composed and rendered poetry, all the Arabs would repeat and look forward and memorize the words of the poets. So basically, the media was actually run by the poets in the time of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This was the level and the status poetry held at that time. But obviously, the non-Muslim poets would say different things, and there were poets of Jahiliyyah that said so many things that had great eloquence, but a lot of the statements in there were frivolous, unlike the Sahaba radiallahu anhum, who are not like that. That's why in Surah Shu'ara, when the Quran Sharif says, "A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, bismillahir rahmanir rahim, وَالشُّعَرَاءُ يَتَّبِعُهُمُ الْغَاوُونَ." The Shu'ara are such that those astray would follow them and go behind them. And Allah says they go into valleys and wandering blindly, meaning astray. The poets of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam came to ask Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and they complained, they were worried, should they stop and so forth. Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, see what Allah Ta'ala says, except those who have iman and amal, because their state will be such that their statements will be full of integrity and honesty and loyalty. إِلَّا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ. Such people of Iman and Amal will be protected from such a condition of astrayness and wandering blindly from pillar to post. We learn a lesson from here, that share the truth, speak out when it comes to the truth, and stand up for the truth. This is something beloved to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Just to remember a few other poets, we've discussed most of them. Hazrat Abdullah bin Rawaha radiallahu anhu is one. The other famous, Hazrat Ka'ab bin Malik radiallahu anhu. And the other was Hazrat Hassan ibn Thabit radiallahu anhu. These are the most famous, but there were others as well. Anyway, Hazrat Abdullah bin Rawaha radiallahu anhu was the brother of the Sahabiya we are to discuss, meaning the mother of An-Nu'man ibn Bashir radiallahu anhu.